Hello guys and welcome to SteveKnows. We're back again to talk about what's been going on in the VR space, and I've got a few stories I want to share with you. It's been a great holiday season. I hope you've enjoyed it as well, and I hope some of you have just got some Oculus Quest for Christmas so you can enjoy an amazing virtual reality console. So without further ado, let's check out what's been going on in the VR space right now and share these stories with you. The Quest is backed up until February, so you may be aware that the Quest has been backordered and sold out over the holiday season. It's a highly demanded product, and for good reason. It's a great virtual reality device for the masses. For new people to get into virtual reality, it's convenient to use, it's user-friendly and provides virtual reality experiences that the majority of people have not tried before. I know a few people that had only tried virtual reality in the Gear VR, the Samsung add-on, and were blown away when they had tried this. On the Oculus Quest website, they have stores recommended for you to check out. In the UK, there is Argos, John Lewis, Amazon, Overclockers, and they are all sold out. But if you go to the Oculus store in the UK, you'll be able to get an Oculus Quest by the 17th of January. But the 128GB model you'll be able to get on the 2nd of January, just a couple days after the new year. So if you're looking for one in the United Kingdom, go to the Oculus store and get the 128GB model. But in the USA, they provide 8 external websites: Newegg, BH, Micro, ABT, Best Buy, Walmart, Amazon, GameStop. All of these sites are sold out as well, with Amazon and Walmart selling the Quest with a hefty markup. But if you're willing to pay the extra price, you'll be able to get yourself an Oculus Quest in the next week or so. The recommendation has been to go out, look in physical stores to see if you can find one, such as I looked on Argos. There's only a couple stores that seem to have any in stock. So you have to go to the physical stores, check out if they have any, maybe just ring them up and find out, and then perhaps you can get one as soon as possible. I wish you good luck on your quest. And to add insult to injury, the UK still does not have the Oculus Link cable available to purchase. Come on! Next, let's talk about the Tesla Haptic Feedback Gloves. This one's about virtual reality haptics and the beast mode full body suit called the Tesla suit. They have recently released or announced haptic gloves for this suit. If you're not aware, the Tesla suit allows the wearer to feel temperature and physical interactions on the body. It can also be used for motion tracking, the body's movement, as well as the data can be analysed over time to see if there's any progression or improvements in your physical performance. It can also track your vital signs to determine high stress levels. I do believe Nafi has tried this out on his channel, so if you want to see his day out, his field trip to their location to try out the suit, go check out his channel. So this new add-on glove can provide haptic tactile feedback to the user. The glove can also be purchased separately from the suit as well, so you don't just have to go all out at once. The glove would most likely be a user's first purchase before going all out getting the full suit to complete the Oasis. They have stated that this glove will allow users to feel virtual textures and also provide biometric information as well. But this suit is not being marketed for gaming, it's being used for rehabilitation, astronaut training, field training, emergency services training. They are thinking big. And so because of this, unfortunately, the products are not available to the average consumer, but you will be able to catch these products at CES 2020, as they will be there showing off this new fancy tech. Next, Sidequest had another update, 0.83, and it brings with it a new title called Song Beta, which has been made compatible with BeatSaber and BeatSaber.com to allow custom songs to be added in this game. The game is described as a virtual reality rhythm game on steroids, and it provides you with different ways of playing, different styles, such as you can play with your fists, like Synth Riders, where you can have a great workout, or instead you can use weapons, you can use a staff, a saw, blades, and a phaser to shoot the targets if you so. The title also supports multiplayer, which is epic. Beat Saber needs to provide multiplayer already. I've wanted it for so long. Give it to us, Beat Games. Also, the game has 45 tracks to enjoy. This is not available on the official Oculus store. It is a side-loaded game for you to enjoy. You can get it from itch.io. And if you're not aware, itch.io has a ton of virtual reality games that you can try out for free if you want to side-load them onto your headset. Now, on the topic of Sidequest, let's talk about some more hand tracking demos that have destroyed my hopes and dreams of hand tracking being successful on this system, because I have never sideloaded such rubbish in my life. I was more impressed when I was playing Sunshards and the hand tracking demo with the train track. At least then it was all fluid gameplay and it had some sort of purpose. So let's go over 5 demos I just tried that have just destroyed my hopes of anything being successful with hand tracking. So first is hand tracking floaty blocks. This was pinching your fingers in a room that looked like it was from The Witcher, pinching random futuristic blocks into thin air, and I had no clue what was going on, and the glitchy hands did not respond at all. It just seemed like a pointless game. I didn't gain anything from it. I was confused. Next, VR workout, and this started off well. I thought this is a different way of using finger tracking. They're just following the hands instead of each of the fingers. So I thought this was going to be awesome, but instead I got some intense dubstep going on in my ear with the weirdest of icons coming towards me, and I didn't know what they meant. And then once again, the hand tracking just went crazy and my hands went to the floor and they didn't move. I was unable to play the game. This just missed the mark for me again. Next is RPS for rock, paper, scissors. This game is literally rock, paper, scissors in a dark room with a hand opposite you at a table. So you count down from 3 to throw your rock, paper, scissors against the opponent. Simple. But the timing was very odd. I didn't know when I was throwing it. It said it was a draw or it was a win when it didn't really match up. So if the opponent had rock and I had scissors, it would say it was a draw when someone clearly won. But on this, the small movement and tracking of the fingers, I thought was amazing. It was so fluid. I thought they did a great job on that. They just didn't apply it to a better game. Next is cubism. This is all the features of a great hand tracking puzzle title where you just grab shapes and put them into another shape, a bit like Tetris. But this was too difficult still. Grabbing the blocks was a challenge. I'd go to grab them, they would float away from me, or I'd let go of them without actually letting go of anything. I thought it was going to be a great one. It looked great, the premise was great, but the tracking again was terrible and unplayable. Next, virtual piano. If someone manages to play Beethoven on this, I will applaud you. I found it near impossible to hit a single key, let alone chords. The music I played was more reminiscent of free-form jazz than something I was actually trying to play. Wow. So these titles were not what I had hoped. I was hoping hand tracking to be a better feature than this. When 5 out of 5 hand tracking demos disappoint you like this, it doesn't fill you with hope at all. I cannot wait for an official Oculus Store release of a hand tracking game so we can see what it's supposed to actually be like when implemented, or if this is actually what it's going to be. And if we continue to get bad feedback on this hand tracking, it doesn't seem that people who own a Rift S are going to get this feature either. And the next one is the Facebook operating system. A big one here, that Facebook want to create their own operating system and scrap Android. And why are they doing this? Let's find out. We are already aware that Facebook are looking into creating an AR pair of wearables, but they don't want their system to be locked into a vendor, which is Google, who supply them with the Android operating system. They believe there is high risk in the life cycle of the AR and virtual reality products and development secrets if they choose to continue using Google's operating system, of which they are right for this concern. This is plausible. So the operating system that they are referring to, which I can't believe it's called this, is iOS. Not Apple's iOS, as in E-Y-E-O-S. iOS. Because Facebook are watching you. The VP of hardware at Facebook said, "We really want to make sure the next generation has space for us. We don't think we can trust the marketplace or the competitors within it to ensure that that's the case. And so we're going to do it ourselves." Some of you may be aware that Facebook did have struggles in 2013 with mobile corporate giants way back in the day, and it didn't end well for them, so they are clearly skeptic. And Facebook also want to reduce the red tape around their existing acquisitions, such as if they want to implement AR onto Instagram. And doing this with their own operating system allows them to customize better, such as integrating higher social features and interactivity across all of their devices, enabling them to be more flexible in what they want to provide to their consumer. So long term, this is beneficial to all of us. But what does this mean for our Oculus headsets? Personally, I don't think it means anything. Oculus Quest will likely remain on the Android operating system at this point. That's just my personal opinion, because development of an operating system, as sophisticated and as complicated as the current competitors, it's not a quick job. The impression I got going forward from Facebook was they just want to not be left in the background due to vendor lock-in, where their vendor has control over their progress. It also makes me question how they're going to achieve forward and backwards compatibility on the Quest that they stated we would get at OC6. This is a big job and probably a massive turning point for Facebook as a company as a whole. Can't wait to see what happens. So guys, that's it from me today. I hope you've enjoyed all of the news stories. Please subscribe, stick around for next time so you can be updated with all the VR games, news and reviews. Happy gaming, guys. Good day.